What
Recording.
what kind of drivers are they? Are they like F1 drivers? Are they like, like chauffeur?
Amber,
Yeah, yeah,
Amber,
yeah.
we don't know who's fronting yet, but I will kill you.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Cool. Well, now that the recording is up and running, I have a special surprise for you all.
Hello?
We will not be doing this session in this VC. I have added you all to a group DM. Today is the crossover episode.
Oh. Oh.
No!
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Everyone feel free to hop in that VC.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Crossover episode.
It's a pleasure to have you all with me tonight.
Crossover episode.
Can you hear everybody? Emily, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
I'm not speaking. That would understand why you can't hear me.
There we go.
You're also
Perfect. Okay.
very quiet.
Am I?
You're a little quiet, but I have you at 100%. I can just turn you up a bit on my end. So
It's still
just
a
mute the
little
microphone.
quiet. Too.
you could also just do that.
Yum.
I will put this link in the group DM for you, Emily. If you click that and have it open on your computer, you'll be able to hear the background music. Discord did a thing so that Fredboat doesn't work for back anymore. So we got to use this piece of shit.
Is Ian cutting out for anyone else? Nope. Do not eat my notebook just because I won't let you eat my monitors, Edgar. Oh my
You
god.
need to start disciplining this cat.
Lock him in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like it. I need you to understand that I looked away for 2 seconds and he has completely mangled the corner of my notebook.
Yum.
Little bastard. Good kitty.
I love to eat paper.
Oh, Poppy.
So,
Poppy.
oh, what a
Any better?
joy to consume.
Oh.
So, we are not going to be beginning our session with the main group. We're going to be beginning our session with Eddie. Eddie, you have had an interesting couple of weeks. The anchorite problem down south dealt with. You elected to take your leave from the group you had spent the past little while traveling with your friend Steady Ed, not to be confused with you, Eddie, and yourself, traveling back up to Brinewater to liberate your family from bondage, but not the fun kind of bondage.
Oh man.
You've been traveling for a little while now. It's been about a week, maybe, at this point. You are at the Brinewater jailhouse, and you have just paid off what's the word? Not bounty. Bail?
Bail.
Yeah.
For jail.
Bail.
It's
You've
bail.
paid. Everybody has posted bail from the road.
I've given money to some important people. That's all I know.
You've given money to some very important people. Tell me, whenever you left the group that you were with, you were level 6. You're now level 7. What do you think happened to Eddie on the road to get you to level 7?
Well, traveling with Steady Eddie, I would think would level me up quite a bit, give a bit of XP in itself.
Yes.
I would tell people that I saved him from horrors and terrors above, but I think really just we were camping, the old man fell asleep on watch, and we just had to go get our shit back from some bandits. I think that's a youngin' and an old man taking down an entire squad of some no do-gooders. Even though I'm no do-goodin' myself, it's probably good enough for a level or two.
Sure. That absolutely makes sense. Some bandits, the occasional upset wild animal, normal Wild West shit.
I
But-
did CPR on an old man.
You did
Great thing.
CPR on an owl bear. The owl bear did CPR on an old man. You had a weird evening, like 3 days in. But You're now here. You're in Brinewater. Steady Ed has taken his leave to go retire, drink himself to death. You're not quite sure. And now you have paid off. You've posted bail for your entire family. Stepping out first, you see your biological father, Wilhelt, a human man in his 40s, kind of slicked back, slightly balding, black hair, simple clothes, kind of hunched over a little bit, rail thin, looking at you. Eddie?
Hi, Daddy.
Where the hell? How did you? He, like, visible shock on his face. And then stepping out, sort of behind him next, a tiefling girl you recognize, Lola. Big, sort of, intense red skin, huge horns that are just adorned with all sort. You don't know why they let her keep the jewelry. You think they might have been scared of her. That's kind of a consistent thing whenever she's gone to jail.
I told them it's a religious thing, and they didn't argue.
Yeah, they didn't want to, like, yeah. I don't want to get in more shit if it is. So we're just going to let her have that. Steps out, sees you. Huge smile. Holy fuck, Eddie!
Huge hug immediately. Just giant.
Yes, of course. The hug is returned warmly. Stepping out after Lola, you see not your mother, but sort of a mother figure to you, Salome. Big
Yeah.
smile. Doesn't really say anything, just very happy to see you. It's a while before the next person steps out. You kind of hear booming and crashing, and you see running out with arms full of shit. Your grandparent? ? Cameron, who seems to have pilfered a suit. Peepaw has pilfered a suit of armor and is screaming for everybody to run.
I run with him. No questions. We're going. We're leaving. No time.
The guards that are obviously very upset about this, wait, stop, no, and then you're just gone. You were prepared for this. You assumed this was happening, frankly. You
Peapod,
all
did you get a tattoo in
skedaddle.
prison?
Did he? Oh, they all got tattoos in prison.
Oh, it looks good, Peepaw.
Thank you kindly. You skedaddle out of town. If it was long enough, I would play the Benny Hill theme right now. It's like a whole escapade. You make your way out from town to sort of an old area where you guys had kept camp just outside Brinewater's borders, where the cops technically couldn't arrest you because their jurisdiction didn't quite go far enough. You've met, embraced everybody. You guys have hunkered down. You set up, and for the first time in a while, get to spend the evening among family and friends. You are awoken in the morning by the sound of footsteps. You
My
now
worst,
being... Pardon?
my worst enemy.
Yes. You now being far and away the most used to combat member of the road, despite being 18 as of a week and a half ago, elected to keep watch. So you kind of just like fell asleep sitting on a log, slumped against a tree. Your eyes dart open and you see a familiar face, one you haven't seen in several years. You see Harmony. Harmony is walking alongside a man you don't recognize. Dee Dee, for the benefit of Eddie, would you please do me the favor of describing what Itamaru looks like?
Oh boy.
Whatever he wants to look like today.
A scruffy fuckboy who definitely has the vibes of both a thief, someone you can't resist getting close to, And someone you definitely don't want to walk toward, like, get attached to. Hold on, I can post a picture of him.
But is he?
Yeah,
going
that would be
to
lovely.
us?
He's hot. He's hot. It's fine. That's what he looks like.
There's Itamaru. Stolen wholesale from something. I don't remember what.
We're just gonna not talk about what he's from.
Oh, that means it's porn. Okay.
Ouch.
So, you see Harmony walking alongside this taller individual. You don't recognize him, but Harmony seems big smile on her face as she's returning to where she last saw the road, and very pleased to find that, as far as she's aware, they're still there. Kind of glances over and sees you asleep on the log and waves. Oh, Eddie!
Tip a hat. Hat tip.
Tips her hat in response, a sort of moment of respect. She walks up to you very warmly, kind of. For her, this is a very pleasant reunion. This is somebody, this was one of her daughter's friends. That's not something Kat had very consistent access to as a kid. So this is a very warm moment for Harmony. Harmony wraps you in a big hug. You've grown so much.
Eddie's given the vibe right now of like the when you see your friend's parent and you're trying to be like cool, like this is definitely not your parental figure that you need and require. But it absolutely is. So as soon as there's like the physical touch, it is just like deep in the hug, saying how much you missed her, glad she's safe. The whole second child thing. Oh yeah.
You guys are sort of catching up for a little bit. It's a very sweet, tender moment. It's the kind of sweet, tender moment that is loud enough to wake up the rest of the camp. You see Cameron kind of ambles out, shotgun in hand, looks, and then recognizes it's Harmony and kind of tosses the shotgun quietly back in their tent.
Don't toss firearms.
Ambles back out. Peepaw doesn't have a license, definitely has firearms.
That wasn't even his. It's from someone else in the camp. He just got it from.
Absolutely. Yeah. Everyone kind of ambles out. Everyone's very excited to see Harmony again. It's been a long time. Kat is not with Harmony. Harmony explains to you that Kat, now a woman grown and a woman who has... You don't know what she's describing when she says, "My daughter has created an unholy abomination that terrifies me to my core." You're not sure what that means, and she refuses to elaborate, but she definitely says that.
But we're proud. We're proud anyway, and we still love her.
Give me an insight check really quickly. Oh, I should probably fucking open the Roll20.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Eddie is not currently in the Roll20. Eddie will be in the Roll20 for next session.
Okay. Inside.
But-
That's a
If you want
10.
to send them an invite to the server, you can.
We'll probably do that after the session once I've got more mental headspace to figure out all the bookkeeping and stuff involved. Sorry, what was that number, Eddie?
10.
10. You say like, and we're definitely proud of her, and she's like, yeah, and you get the impression that she means no. The taller figure who has joined Harmony for this leg of the trip introduces himself. Hi, pleasure to meet you all. It's great to, you are all incredible. Pauses trying to think of specimens. You're all incredible specimens. It's great to meet you all. My name is Itamaru. You are, what is the least offensive way to say criminals? You're all for hire, right?
You can say people. You can, pronouns are appreciated.
In where I come from, it is sort of counterintuitively kind of dehumanizing to just call people people. It's something I'm still struggling with. I'm not from around here. I apologize.
I can tell. Where you can't call people people?
You can, but it's seen as weird, like pointing it out.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna question.
Listen, anyways, you're all. He's doing a very bad job of explaining what he wants. Harmony kind of steps in. I am afraid I didn't just come here for a pleasant reunion. My people, my family outside of y'all are in I'm gonna be blunt, deep shit. There is
I was totally
a
afraid
war is coming.
I was afraid you were just here to fuck daddy or something, but that's not.
I mean, while I'm here, I might while I'm here, now that you pointed out.
Have you seen how grumpy he looks? He needs it. I don't care. It's
Eddie!
war. What? I did nothing. You did. I love you. I love you so much. And
He is grimacing deeply.
anyway, what's happening? What you need to shave, Dad? You're in deep shit? Who's shit? What shit? Who's shitting? Who? How? What? Now?
There is somebody is doing actual awful, terrible things to a lot of good people over in my neck of the woods by Prospector Cliff. We need help rooting that out. I was coming looking for help.
Is it racist things or just
A little bit.
terrible to everyone things?
Itamaru steps forward again. He says, "If I may, I can show you." And casts. You do spell casting now. You would recognize this. This is, I think, minor illusion. He's creating an image of something.
Yeah.
Do I have the file? One moment.
The magical mind of theater, but no longer in your mind.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of there. You see, he conjures an image of. If you're looking in the group DM, that thing.
Oh.
It's about 9 feet tall. It looks very angry. He points at that and he says, "That was a normal human. Someone turned them into that
Fucking how
and
do you
used it to
do
try and kill people."
Creepy McNightmare? God damn.
This individual is doing that to more people by kidnapping innocent people and forcing them into turning into this.
Well,
We are beseeching you for help to stop that.
I don't know what that word means that you just said, but I'll go and do whatever the hell Harmony says.
Harmony kind of looks slightly confused for a moment and then looks to the rest of your family like, surely you're not going to send the check, right? And everyone else just kind of like nods like, no, that's a good idea. Eddie's prepared to be able to do this. This is good. Eddie is here for this.
No, it's good. No.
There's a bewildered expression comes across Harmony's face and she's kind of, all right, well, I'm happy to take any help I can get. Eddie, it would be a pleasure to bring you with me back to camp with my family so that you can meet them. You'll get a chance to meet Kat again, too.
I get to see Cat. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Sure. Yep. Whatever. I don't miss her and think of her all the time and write to her every single week. That's fine. It's fine.
Aww,
Alright, Poppy, you found it.
that's so cute.
Between her and the banker. That's your...
Not the banker. The
You
banker's
have a
like,
banker?
well,
No, that's the bastard. Don't worry about it.
I have a blacksmith.
yeah. Oh, to have
So-
a blacksmith.
The dream.
With
Before we go, I will write a letter and send it to said blacksmith, letting her know
Right.
where I'm going and so forth.
Right. You are able to get that written. You, being right outside Brinewater, are able to take it to a nearby post office, have it sent. Harmony helps put the return address on it so that by the time you guys get back to camp, to her camp, any response that you would leave is sent there instead of sent back to the road. And you are able to set off. Your journey takes a couple of days and comes to an end right as the rest of y'all are finishing up your downtime.
Yay, downtime.
Speaking of downtime, for the sake of Emily, by the way, say hi to Emily.
Oh.
Glad we're finally introducing ourselves. Hi.
Hi.
Should we like tell Emily our names? Like,
Sure.
I'm Dee Dee. Hi. I play Chrono.
I'm Theo. I play Mr. Storm, though I myself am not a Mister.
Theodora.
I'm Poppy, and I play Kit.
I'm Ember and I play Sally.
Also, both my character and my pronouns are he, him. Okay. That's it.
I'm Emily and I play Eddie, and you can call me whatever the hell you want. I go by any of them.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Oh yeah.
As the camera pans back to camp, for the benefit of Emily, who was not here, why don't y'all tell me what happened last session?
Well,
I don't have my notes open.
I might have accidentally killed a man. Okay, it wasn't an accident, but
Accidentally.
he was being
Mhm, mhm.
racist.
Sure.
And they tried to grab my pocket watch, so.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. I made
I
lemonade.
forgot about that.
I made the best of it. It's fine.
Yeah, there was one.
There's a murder and that's it.
There's a bear with
No.
you?
Oh,
It's the first note that I have.
Oh my god.
there was a
with you.
murder. Sally found question mark a magic gun. A magic gun
yeah.
fell on top of Sally. We report. You decide. It was a complicated situation.
In a free helicopter accident.
Miss.
I made some friends and took out a loan.
Yeah.
And
I
Cat?
I got given a loan by the
Yeah.
bastard.
That's their actual name for the record.
yes, that's the gist of it.
It's like the
Just-
gentleman from Critical Role. It's just the
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah.
A little bit. The you guys are awoken yourselves this time by the sounds of footsteps. Somebody approaching the camp. Those
Who's
of you
keeping
who
watch?
elect to look. That's a good question. Who's keeping watch?
Chrono does not need to sleep. Well, he should
me.
eventually, but you know, eventually.
Fair enough. Chrono, you see Idamaru and Harmony returning. Idamaru is, I don't know how to describe it other than like giving you a look with his face that suggests he and Harmony fucked.
This again.
Winter Reed.
We've been down this road. It's all a ruse.
Winter
It's
Reed.
all a ruse, but they like making you
Just
feel
doing
uncomfortable,
it,
so they're gonna keep
yeah.
doing it.
If
you s-
fuck me eyes was a thing, they'd be having it.
You see that Harmony and Idamaru are there, and they are joined by someone. Emily, if you could describe Eddie's appearance.
Oh god. All right.
You have a
so,
picture somewhere.
I do. Give me two. Let me try and talk and do that at the same time. I can't. Never mind.
How that goes.
Discord does not like that. So I will describe my best, and then I will give the picture, and you can judge if I did a good job.
Sure.
So Eddie is currently 18, just turned 18. However, she could very easily pass for 15. Quite young looking. Quite pale for being out in the desert all the time. Freckly skin, nice green eyes, long kind of orangey hair that is in a single braid about down to her lower back. Black duster, black dress shirt, black clothes, just in general. Or no, she has a white dress shirt. She's got the tassel, she's got the boot, she's got the hat, the gloves. All of her stuff looks either too big or too small, like it was very much a hand-me-down. And as she's coming up, you see on her neck is a talisman of the Everlight, as well as attached to that a little. It looks almost like a keychain of a blacksmith anvil. And on her hat, wrapped around the band, do you think, for someone wearing such raggedy clothes, why do they have a gold band around their cowboy hat? And as they get closer, it looks almost like snakeskin. And I'm sure as they finally approach, you see it's just a pseudo dragon curled up around the outside of the hat, tail to nose, asleep on the hat, just kind of a goldy yellow.
They're asleep.
Aww.
They're asleep. It's like that one post from like about the gold coin, like the dragon that stays with the singular gold coin, the mini one.
Yes.
Aw.
There's Eddie.
Oh, I love it.
She's so cute.
Most of you do not recognize Eddie. Ket, you do. It's obviously 3 years removed, but this is your friend Lavender.
Yeah. Why? like stunned silence, eyes wide, probably in the middle of, I don't know, tuning something up somewhere.
Eddie probably doesn't notice at first. She's busy looking around at literally everything else. Sees you for
Yeah.
a second, and then takes a hot minute. Like she definitely recognized you, but like she seems to recognize you a lot, even when it's not you. And then finally needs to do one more test, see if it is you. So she flips you off and sees your reaction.
That's so fun. Yeah. Yeah. I will flip you off back and then immediately just start running.
She runs. It's like Baywatch. They run together in slow motion.
Yeah.
Dun,
And
dun,
just
dun,
No.
dun.
Where is Wonderful?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good question.
I was wondering about that.
Were you like adjusting something in Wonderful?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. You see the thing that by the way, if you feel free to post Kat's portrait in the chat as well.
Oh yeah.
Just so everyone
I'll
sees what
find
everyone
that
looks like.
somewhere.
Yeah, you see sort of knelt down while what Ket was working on before you showed up, Eddie, is you've never seen anything like it before. It looks kind of like a tiefling, but the skin is metal. It's like a robot person. There's long black hair, but as you get closer, it's cables. And as the figure notices Ket stand up and run away, it kind of gets up from its kneeling position and turns and looks, and you see it almost looks like it could be like Ket's sister, almost, except it's got a slightly robot face, and its eyes are those two big rubies you gave Ket the last time you saw each other.
Oh, you see the gun you gave Eddie is in her holster, right hand holster. It seems like
Yeah.
the one she uses all the time. Oh, I assume they finished their slow motion run and there's a hug.
Yeah.
Eventually, yes. The rest of you, they are running in slow motion in real time.
Well, yeah, of course. Yep. Magic
Yeah.
happens. you know.
And then just like the most like full impact. There's no lessening of the blow of the hug.
They both hit at the same force, so neither one of them is knocked over, but you can both hear them wheeze during the hug because
Yeah.
got the air knocked out of them.
Chrono is again winter reading at the corner. Just like, how are you doing that? He's like muttering under his breath. Chrono especially. Go ahead.
Should I start? I don't know.
Hmm.
Introduce ourselves.
Sure. I mean, you're in terms of hierarchy, you're the group's leader, so you might as well.
Yeah. Hearing
Like
the
Bellagio.
loud noises, a man in his 50s emerges from the tent, probably next to his wife. Going to post a picture of the man. This man.
Behold a man.
Oh.
Featherless biped.
Yeah. Thank you. That is what I meant.
Yeah. No, I don't know, his kids are around here somewhere too. He, looks not disheveled, but he looks like he just woke up, so maybe a little disheveled.
Man is 50? Goddamn.
Yeah, but be at least approaching his 50s.
Sweats. How old did I make?
I don't fucking know. I don't think it works that way with him entirely. He sort of puts on his hat because he has a hat. Walks over to you and Kat, and then tips his hat. You get the impression that he put on his hat exclusively so that he could tip it.
Cowboy things.
Eddie will go
Morning.
from this very smiley, nice looking, very happy to see her friend, to absolute resting bitch face you have ever seen, and just give like the singular most white person nod you can give.
You are sort of standing in our Earth. So, Kat, who's your acquaintance?
This is Eddie.
A talk too.
Yeah.
Well, by the fact that you went silent and frowny the second that I spoke to you, I had assumed that you had no intention of responding to me.
I didn't frown. You just didn't even talk to me. Are you racist?
I spoke to you.
Chrono is going to come up back behind him at this moment and just
No.
set his hand on Storm's shoulder. Maybe I should be the one to do the talking.
The last time you did the talking, a man died.
Excellent. I want to talk to this person, and I will turn to whoever.
Chrono looks very
Okay.
smug. So it would help if I was tabbed in the right thing, so when I hit enter, it would actually send. You see approaching you a kind of blackish blue-haired tinted man. Approach. He is kind of tall, kind of lanky. He's got this huge clockwork tattoo, very intricate looking, on his shoulder. And most notably a golden chain, not golden, silver, silver chain hanging from his pouch, or from his, sorry, into his pocket. But otherwise he seems completely unarmed. It's Chrono. Eddie, was it?
Yes, and murder man, you are?
Chrono.
Cause of the tattoo. I get it. And I'll turn to who was it? What was his name? Mr. what? Mr. Storm?
Yeah.
She'll turn to Mr. Storm and go, "See, I know things. Don't assume things about people. That's just rude." And turn back to Kronos. It's nice to meet you. Hello, hi.
DM, would I know anything about these people that Eddie was with?
Feel free to give me a history check.
This is something regarding...
Mr. Storm, you can also feel free to give me a history check.
Oh boy. I am not at my computer.
Chunk.
Run.
5! So no!
Starting off strong tonight.
Hold on. Nope, that's my wife.
Holding up.
16.
16.
You
Okay,
have a
we're gonna
0
start
in that, motherfucker.
We're gonna start with Chrono because Chrono got a 5 and that's funnier. Chrono,
Who know- who
you
knows, maybe
recognize-
You inherited Pedro's luck.
Chrono, you're looking at Eddie. The face is familiar. You've seen this person before. You don't necessarily remember when. They look a little bit different from how you remember. You've seen this person before. Mr. Storm, you've met Eddie before. You remember about 3 years ago, whenever Harmony and Ket first joined your group, they were with another gang at the time that was more stationary, camped just south of Brindwater, called The Road. And this was one of the other people that was in The Road that did not end up joining with your group.
Well, some things change, others stay the same. Still. Yeah.
Thank you for that philosophy. Yeah, good.
Talking to myself. Hold on.
Oh, that's weird.
What brings you to our camp today? I assume Harmony brought you for our goal. He kind of looks at Itamaru
Oh,
confirm
is
his
that what she was
suspicions.
doing?
Itamaru nods enthusiastically and kind of motions to Harmony. But before Harmony speaks, Eddie,
Oh,
you would
no.
also notice there is at least one other person in the camp. If you, Amber, if you have, if you are able, could you please describe Sally?
Sally.
Is Amber?
Oh,
Oh,
is Amber
Not back yet. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, we'll wait for that. Never mind.
Sally's out taking a piss somewhere.
Sure.
I mean, we could. I also hold on. Yeah, there's also a woman next to Storm. Like.
Oh.
Oh, there's Amber.
Sorry about that. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
hello.
Character.
Oh, Sally is. Hang on, let me get. a
No
picture
pressure.
real quick.
Yeah, take a moment.
Sally's
Thank
like
you.
the most Western name I've heard in either of these campaigns, and I love it.
Hey, what's Sally's last name?
I haven't actually given her one, but she has got like a.
God, yeah.
Title?
She's got a title which is just Snake White Sally.
I mean,
Yeah.
Storm's
Yeehaw.
first name is kind of southern. Christopher.
So good.
So Sally, picture related, is
Oh, I love
kind of like at a glance looks normal. You know, hair, 2 hands, a mouth, a nose, eyes. You know, typical human features.
Featherless biped.
Yeah, feathers like that. You know, behold a man.
Woman, even.
Yes, a woman. But then her hair is like snow white. Her eyes are like a bright yellow. And if you look at her mouth, it wouldn't be immediately obvious. But as she started talking for the first time, or if you look closely, you'd see that the edges go a lot farther up than they would usually do so. I had something else to describe her about her as well, but I do not remember.
Her clothing?
Oh, she's probably just wearing like one of those like cowboy desert coats things,
Loincloth. I don't know.
Yeehaw.
or like
George of the Jungle cosplay.
Oh God, no.
oh no, oh no,
George
watch
of
out
the
for that
jungle.
tree.
Watch out for that tree. Tonk.
Okay.
Yeah, Sally's in the background too now. Anyway, where were we?
Yeah, she was having trouble waking up, I guess.
Then should we go with our retainers next?
We can work down that line in a little bit. Once we figure out who's staying and who's coming with you when you go on your little trip that's coming up. Spoilers. But for now, Idamaru motioned towards Harmony to start speaking, and Harmony nods and agrees and says, "Yeah, these, as you remember, these were old friends of mine, and I went to see if they would be willing to spare any of them for assistance with what we're dealing with, and Eddie so kindly offered to come with."
Yes.
Well,
Very nice. I'm very charitable.
welcome to our camp. Over there's yesterday's goulash. Yeah, that's it. We used to have a talking horse. He's just a guy now, though.
What?
Ket looks visibly saddened by this.
But he's still with us.
Yeah, but he's not a cool horse anymore.
Still with us, parts. Your loved ones are never really gone, Ket. They never leave you.
Yeah, but he had sharp teeth. You ever
I'm
seen
sorry.
a horse with
Hey,
sharp
DM,
teeth?
where's Kyle?
I need to point out that he did not talk Chronocast detect thoughts, which means Storm just assumed the horse talked, which is much funnier. Kyle is one of the many people. You see, there are several, like
Kyle.
5 or 6 people milling about in the background. There's a minotaur. There's a sort of dark-skinned human guy. There's what looks like a human woman with like bird feathers, a non-featherless biped.
Y'all got way more diverse NPCs than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
made a
guys just have
point
Sam.
of having anti-racist squad energy.
Well, no, we have Longus. I think Longus.
Yeah,
is
you have
on-
Longus, I guess.
That's,
We also have
that is a
children.
name. We also have children?
Yes, there is. There is one human girl you see kind of patrolling the camp. That is
She's about the same age as.
a couple
17,
years
18,
younger,
yeah.
I think.
No. My notes say 17, 18.
Oh, okay. I've been envisioning this person wrong this entire time. In that case, yeah, a human girl, maybe a little bit younger than you, but about your age, and a much younger human boy who is kind of like poking his head out from inside a tent, you know,
Finn
tentatively.
Wolfenboy?
Yeah, he's
You can
like,
come out, Alistair. I remembered his name this time. Fuck you.
Kind of steps out, sees. As you might recall, those of you who were here the last time your camp had visitors, it didn't go great. So he's just, you know, being cautious, but steps forward. I don't know if you have a picture or anything of him, but
I do not.
Alistair he's 6, right?
I 8.
Oh, 8. Close enough. Effectively the same thing.
No,
There is-
really not.
Listen. I don't deal in childcare. There is, a little 8-year-old boy kind of steps up. Doesn't really say anything, but waves to you, Eddie.
Chrono is going
He
to pet
will-
him if he comes close enough.
Pet him. Eddie will reach into her pocket and her expression doesn't change. It doesn't look like she likes or dislikes children, but she'll reach into her pocket and pull out an electrum and do the thing where like you flick it with your thumb so it makes the ringing noise. And
Oh my god, I forgot Eddie has like 1 billion Electrum.
I forgot Eddie's rich. Eddie's fucking loaded. But
I forgot that all the wealth was in Electrum.
only electrum. Oh yeah, she's. Oh yeah, so she just gives this kid an electrum. He has a coin that's useless now, but he has a coin.
Catches it, looks at it. Whoa, this is worthless. Big smile on his face.
Yeah,
Stuffs it in his
but it
pocket.
looks cool.
What do you say, Alistair?
Thank you.
Good boy. Pet.
Has Harmony seen Wonderful yet?
Harmony, it seems like Harmony is trying very hard not to notice Wonderful and how much more wonderful. Actually, this is a good time to bring up Wonderful. Stepping up to the main group now. Those of you who had not seen Wonderful's new body, feel free to describe, Poppy, what your Steel Defender looks like now.
Yeah. I mean, you already kind of did. Like, she's they I don't know. They're figuring out their pronouns. I don't know yet. Yeah, like pretty much cat-sized and similar shapes, but a robot. And in a cute little like sundress, and a little straw hat. And then the big rubies for eyes.
Yeah. You see this individual kind of steps up and joins the rest of the group. Those of you who had not seen New Wonderful, you have no idea who this is, and that's funny. Steps up. Hi, sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. You're a friend of Cat's?
Oh god, that's very verbose. Oh Christ. Ah.
Yeah, I talk more now.
They read books.
I can
They
read.
can read.
I've had a very busy 2 weeks.
What the fuck?
I mean, congratulations. I didn't know you could learn to read in that amount of time. That's
Neither did I.
quite an
Yeah,
accomplishment.
they can
Not
print
gonna lie.
too.
I
Don't know why they
can.
got the paper.
Neither do I.
I didn't put that in there.
Anyway, hi. Sorry, you're a friend of Eddie's?
Hmm?
No, sorry, you're a friend of Cat's. I get this is me the DM getting my fucking names mixed up. Hi, sorry, you're a friend of Cat's?
Hey, Eddie's just gonna look to completely ignore the question and look to Harmony and be like, "You had twins? I thought you just had the one. Where'd this one go? Was she with the
No,
dad?
this
Is this like a parent trap? Did you have a parent trap situation?"
There
no,
is
this
a-
is
What's a
Cat's child.
This is Wonder? Question mark?
Yes. Yes, Wonder.
This
for
is
sure.
Wonder.
Yeah.
I made him.
You may.
Wonder, last name full.
I'm sorry. You had a and I wasn't invited to the baby shower. You bitch. How dare
Well,
you?
not like that. They're made of it's metal.
It, oh.
Chrono
You see
gently
one-
knocks on Wonderful's skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tang, tang, tang.
I built them. They
Uh,
punch real
par-
hard.
Yeah, he's partially made of mithril now, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a question. While your first thought wasn't, why does Cat have a child the same age as that looks the same age as her, and why was I not at the baby shower? You know.
I mean,
I've been around so many things that age at different rates. I've met kids that were adopted by species and they died of old age before their parents grew another year. It's a terrible cycle. I've
never
stopped
know.
being surprised. I've stopped being surprised by stuff Ket does, and more at the stuff that what Ket does comes to life.
yeah.
let alone looks like her and talks and says it can read. No offense, by the way.
Well-
I'm sure you're very.
No, it's fine.
intellectually
Grandma
gifted.
Harmony said a lot of the same things. You see Harmony winces visibly.
You will call her Meemaw, and you will respect her. And if you do anything to harm her head, you will be nothing but bits and bolts. Do you understand me?
Mama 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Kind of like there's a pause. It's like going through like an internal Rolodex of like terms. Meemaw Harmony. Got it. Thank you. Harmony
no.
seems much more upset.
Hey, Ma.
That's the point. Excellent.
Well, I see.
You see Itamaru steps forward again. Not to interrupt the family reunion, question mark. Mr. Storm,
Eh,
you had asked me about reaching out to some of my contacts about
yes,
acquiring some weapons.
yes.
I have good news and I have news.
Okay,
It's not bad news, but it's
okay, go on.
the good news is we have secured a meeting with someone that is willing to have a conversation with you.
Yeah,
The news is it's a bit of a trip to get there.
that's fine.
Road trip.
Not quite road trip. Well, road trip for a little bit. Show of hands, who here has heard of New Capenna?
Oh, this was in the
Mariana?
newscast. Or the newspaper article.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't any other
My
way.
notes
But
somewhere.
I heard it on the
Harmony
radio.
might have told you a bit about New Capenna at some point. Those of you who are so everybody but Sally.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody but Sally, I guess, can roll history. Ket, you're rolling a disadvantage.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and Eddie obviously would. I don't think Eddie would have any fucking idea.
Uh,
No.
hey, I was in the Zion military.
Yeah, you
We
can
were
roll
at
with
war?
advantage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I don't know if. Okay. 14.
What am I? What a history.
Oh god,
I
Ket's,
lost.
no wait,
I
Ket's,
forgot the stat and almost rolled the wrong one.
Rolled myself a disadvantage to see, and I got a 16. So
Whoa.
it's
With
up to you- it's up to you
disadvantage?
what-
Damn.
Yeah, and it's only a +2.
eh,
Me too.
wow.
I got an 18 and
Yeah.
a 16.
Well,
So
you
it's
know
up-
what? Sure, if you
You know
you
what?
roll
Wait,
dice
you
and
got-
high.
You got an 18 and a 16.
So what did you need us to roll, sorry?
So did I.
I may as well give it
Uh,
a go at disadvantage.
I said
Destiny.
history, but I don't think there's. Sally can roll. Sally can roll at disadvantage. So history.
Yay!
well,
Five.
That's a 5. Right, it's Sally that's bad at history. It's Ket that's bad at anything involving wisdom. Okay.
Yep. Wisdom charisma, baby.
Yeah. Do not ask me on the history of the world. I will not be able to tell you.
So,
Just
Sally.
don't ask me.
Sally, you've maybe heard the name somewhere. Mr. Storm and Chrono, you are both familiar with New Capenna from having lived in Nimbus prior to living in Zion. New Capenna is another flying city-state somewhere up in the clouds that is was a territory of Nimbus, split off at some point. Chrono, you're not entirely sure when they split off, but they split off at some point. Mr. Storm, you would remember when they split off. Unfortunately, I don't remember offhand exactly when they split off. And the reason they split off that you remember is they declared independence and formally abolished slavery. And so
This was
Nimbus
not within
declared
the past
war.
20 years. Just to make
I
sure.
don't remember the specifics.
Okay,
If it was within the past 20 years, it was 20 years ago.
okay.
So
That's
I will double check my notes after the session and corroborate all that.
Yeah.
And we'll just figure out what everybody knows based on that. Because I know Chrono's got his whole weird thing going on.
The only
Um,
timeline I have in my notes is a really long time from the last time that you told us about New Capenna.
Yeah.
All on the same.
A really long time.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Kat and Eddie, who got 16, also glean, and Mr. Storm, you would glean this too, just from your more recent dealings with New Capenna. You two would have clocked this from reading about it in like newspapers and stuff that you just happened to pick up because you're bored, outlaw shit. New Capenna
sure my
apparently,
name's not in it.
yeah, essentially. New Capenna apparently has like a really big organized crime problem.
Oh.
But you're not entirely clear on what that means. But Itamaru is saying that there is a weapons deal for you guys up in New Capenna.
Uh-huh. Right.
So we're going on a sky trip.
Yes, more a sky trip than a road trip.
Well, fine. I will leave you to handle the finances after I give you the money. I've taken the liberty of taking out a loan.
Oh, good. Lovely. So, the individual that we will be meeting, and you see he uses, like you saw in your camp a couple days ago, Eddie, he uses minor illusion to conjure an image of a person, of an individual again. In this case, he conjures an image of this fella.
Cat boy.
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic.
Barbie,
those
Barbie.
those were reactions in character.
We're gonna be meeting with this guy. His name is Cross. Within, let me double check what date it is. We're gonna be meeting him 3 days from now in New Capenna. He's, ow, fuck! I just stabbed myself.
Wow.
Itamaru says this
Don't-
in character.
Yeah, totally. He's just like fidgeting around with a knife.
He would.
He is friendly, always willing to distribute the kinds of things that we're after, but he likes, how do I describe it without sounding mean or inflammatory towards someone that we are trying to be friends with? He is going to penny pinch you very hard for, he's going to try and squeeze every dollar out of you possible.
Don't
But-
mention the loan. Looks at
I won't.
Storm.
I won't.
I don't know. Chrono's glancing at Storm.
What loan? This is my money.
Don't mention that either.
Wonderful looks confused.
Wait, Kit, do you need money? Are you guys okay?
Oh, we're okay. We're just trying to start an army, I suppose.
What? What are you
Yeah, I don't really know either.
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
I went to the bank with him, and I barely know what we're doing.
Where is Awful? Yeah.
That's a good question.
Oh,
Can you do me a favor, Eddie, and give me a perception check?
I don't know if I
Okay,
wanna
Chrono is also looking like side-eyeing.
Sure,
around
both of you
for-
can give me perception checks.
Oh boy, I'm not playing David. I suck at this.
15.
You got a 15, Eddie?
9. Woo!
15 to try and perceive awful.
15 to
Yes.
try and perceive awful. Give me one moment.
Rat.
And it's awful like the meat, not awful like awful.
Yeah, OFFAL. I've told Emily about awful.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
and Steady Eddie, his ghost, is laughing horrendously in the background currently.
Right. For those out of character, Emily's boyfriend is the one in control of Oni's, your villain.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry
Okay.
I turned
Fun.
one of his minions to paste. I'm not.
Okay. You feel something on your hat. I'm sorry, what did you get, Chrono?
9.
A 9. Okay, you definitely don't notice it.
Even
You
if
feel
I'm
something.
looking directly.
You don't like notice. You don't notice it before Eddie notices it.
Okay.
You feel something on your hat, Eddie, and you like take it off to look and see what it is, and you see, Tex, your pseudo dragon, is in a fist fight with a glowing green rat.
Um,
Give me your
Oh my
lunch money. The rat is talking.
oh my god. So first of all, Tex the pseudo dragon looks like a normal pseudo dragon, but again, like kind of a yellowy gold color. On his little horns, it looks like he almost has wedding rings on them that have been fitted, so he's kind of blingy. He's got little. She kitted him out basically. But absolutely is fist fighting, like not even using the claws, is fist fighting the rat.
I genuinely thought it's
Give me your rings.
absolutely for a second. Wonderful. It would do you best not to piss off our new friends. He kind of reaches
Wonderful?
over.
You just
Wonderful?
called awful wonderful.
Or, fuck, awful. Fuck.
That's a very nice thing for you to say about me.
He reaches over and
Nobody's
like
ever been
Hey.
so complimentary.
picks awful up by the scruff
Man,
and
come on. I'm just a little guy.
Eddie will
turns
be holding.
to Storm, flops him in Storm's hands.
What you want me to do with them?
All right.
Yeah.
Eddie will be
You hired
holding.
him.
Eddie will be holding Tex like it's like a school fight that you have to keep the two kids from fighting each other. The dragon is just constantly trying to fight to get out of her hand to keep fighting the rat.
Yeah, let me. It's like the dogs and the oh god, what is it called? Like the boundary effect, where if you put like a wall between them, they're all shit talking, they're all biting. Like you remove the
Yeah.
gate and they're just like standing there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, the music ended.
Hmm,
One moment.
I haven't been able to hear it the whole time.
empty
I think that's just a
silence.
thing with me though. Don't worry.
Check and see that the volume is not muted, both on the tab and the for you.
I did, and I went through all of my settings and everything, and it has all permissions and whatnot. It's just completely not letting anything
That-
play.
I know you have an ad blocker, and this site has problems with ad blockers sometimes, but I would prefer you leave your ad blocker on than turn it off and possibly get like spyware. So I apologize for that. We'll see if we can figure out a slightly better solution for next time.
Considering it's telling me it's blocking 134 just on this page, I
Uh-huh.
think I'm gonna keep it on. I can
Yeah.
deal with the music.
Yeah.
Current
Just
music-
put
the
on
current
some
music-
like.
the
Yeah,
music
put on
to my
some Red
ears
Dead in the
currently-
background.
The music to my ears currently is your villain maniacally cackling after looking at his phone several times. So I don't know what you're telling him.
He
Ian.
just sent me like a paragraph of propaganda about gnomes that he wants awful to say.
Perfect. That sounds exactly like him. You sent propaganda of gnomes. Gnome propaganda.
No Maganda.
You're gnomaganda. You said gnomaganda.
Oh my god, I
killing him,
cannot
he's
believe
dying.
it. Oh my god.
Good. Yeah, anyway, so Idamar lays out that you guys have a meeting scheduled in New Capenna in 3 days with this individual. His name is Cross. If you guys have any final plans you would like to enact prior to that, we can speed through that. We're going to do a slightly shorter session tonight and probably end as you guys arrive in New Capenna
Yep.
because I am tired after walking through a snowstorm.
We should potentially go
Valid.
through the rest of our retainers because some of them we should take with us.
Yeah,
particularly our
figure out who
medical
you're
person.
leaving behind and who you're bringing with.
My wife. Start there.
That would be
My wife.
So
my wife, John Mulaney voice.
sort of close to Storm and his children is a fairly tall blonde woman in a lab coat, probably drinking coffee out of like a lab beaker.
Good for her.
She has to clean and disinfect them every day anyway, so it's not like, you know, like, yeah, she has a whole bunch of like vials of suspect substances strapped to her belt, and is sort of leaning on Storm. It's Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I'll go next. The big minotaur in the background, you will probably eventually get introduced to as Angus McArby. He's kind of the heavy muscle. Sometimes he talks about his husband.
Arby, like Arby's.
He has the
Like-
meats.
He's got the meats.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, please.
it's my my. I'm not gonna say that to someone I just met. Never mind.
No, please, you have to now. I insist.
Yeah, tell the
Please.
class.
Okay, listen. Listen. He's my hung gay cowboy. Excuse me.
Cat boy.
Yeah, I was about to say, when
Yeah.
did Angus become a cat boy? But
Cat.
Cowboy in the streets,
Was.
catboy in the sheets.
I'm now Okay, no, I don't want to imagine that.
You've already met Cat's retainer because Cat's retainer is Harmony. The only one that's left is the woman with feathers.
which
Her woman.
is, let me see if I can grab her for you, is Annabelle. So I'll post a picture of her. She is very much in the same way as Sally, human-esque. So in the same way, she has eyes, a nose, mouth, limbs. Somewhat,
Limbs.
somewhat meets the requirements of a humanoid.
Limbs, but they may not be her own.
Yeah, standard practice. But what her changes seem to be a lot less glaring than Sally's, while Sally's is very much visible from the off. Annabelle's kind of like, her hair's a bit more like an owl's tuft. Her eyes are quite look more like an owl's eyes. But other than like minor details, she kind of just looks like a regular person. Very stern, very strict looking, but actually is quite nice, kind of thing.
Sorry, I might have missed something. What is a retainer?
This is something that I gave them. It's essentially an NPC that they can bring with them and use in combat. Because they have 4 people in their party, and you guys have 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Plus Longus, who doesn't count as people. But
How dare you? Longus is family. They're talking shit about Longus.
Longest is family, and family means no one gets left behind.
Uh-huh.
Longus doesn't count as people, but does have the highest kill count.
And now I need to talk to Longus's owner about if Longus can please try and talk, and it'll just come out like Stitch. She's like, ha. Ow.
Yeah, so those are the NPCs that you guys have at your disposal. You have 3 days to plan, go over any downtime stuff, go over any conversations you want to have, and figure out who you want to leave behind and who you want to take with you.
Child an option? Can we bring the children?
I'd really rather not. Besides, someone needs to watch camp.
Bring
Fine.
Angus.
Muscle might be useful. We should definitely bring my wife though. Mostly because
We do.
yeah, if we get hurt,
not die.
Sure, that's the only reason you need your wife on a long journey, I'm sure.
Well,
Chrono looks like he opens his mouth to say something, decides not to, and just drinks something.
well, yeah, sure.
Awkward silence.
Just
You
Eddie's
started
this.
rocking on her heels, looking around, just.
I have noticed that for our what's its name? Storyteller, story writer.
Chronicler.
What's it called? Archivists.
Archivist.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. For our archivist, we have been leaving Annabelle at the camp like pretty consistently. So I mean, we can do if we have limited space, but like
No, sure. Let's just
Bees
stick
will
her
bring
with
her
us.
along.
Yeah. More the merrier.
She's pretty squishy though, so like we'll just need to make sure, you know.
Is she?
She seems perturbed by being described as squishy and isn't sure if that's an insult or not. But elects not to say anything.
She's like,
Sally
"No,
would
no."
just give her like a hug around the shoulders, like you know when it's like not like a hug, but it's kind of like you're wrapping your arm around them.
Mutters something under her breath about how fine. I guess I'll go on a diet.
No.
Not squishy in that way.
Well,
I meant like.
Annabelle, that was your name, right?
Yes.
Can I ask you what may be considered a personal question?
Oh boy.
Tread lightly, but sure.
Does your head turn all the way around?
I don't know. Amber, does Annabelle's head turn all the way around? We never asked that.
Yeah, you know what? Never asked that. So give me a second. She does have that scarf, so it could be interesting there. But you know what? Coin flip. If it's heads, yes. If tails, no.
The scarf is to cover so that we don't see just how her neck looks when it turns all the way around.
I'm gonna retcon it. I'm gonna say yes, but she has the scarf there and she has feathers there as well. Like
So you
Aw.
can't necessarily see it, but she's kind of like, you get the impression that there were like 9 or 10 questions that she thought you might be about to ask, and that was nowhere near the list. Big owl eyes, just completely bewildered.
That does feel like a bit of a question. Chrono looks
That-
amused.
I'm sorry. I went.
No,
I
no,
went
hey,
far.
you're fine.
I mean-
You're fine. No one's ever asked before. That's all.
Oh, I would think that seems like one of the cooler things you might be able to do.
You are like spurring a crisis inside this
Is
person.
is it annoying? Like, do you ever like wake up and like you're laying on your stomach, but your head's like laying still upright on the pillow?
I would prefer not to continue talking about this if that's okay.
Can you tell me where you got your outfit? Cause I like your outfit.
I would happily show you, yes.
Perfect. She'll just look to Ket, like give the girl at a party look, like the smiling to a stranger, and then look at the friend and it's absolutely wide eyes, like help.
Yeah.
Get out, help.
Okay.
Wonder is mentally taking notes about how to do social interactions badly.
How
God.
one last thing.
What's Eddie's
Oh, there you go.
charisma? So,
What is that? What is Eddie's charisma? Oh God.
I'm
That's a good
just
question.
curious because I'm
Uh,
wondering
it's
if they
16.
both have really low.
Yeah,
Okay.
Charisma's 16.
That's good. I'm glad one of them has good charisma.
Eddie has really good stats. Oh my god, I didn't look at this sheet properly.
It's her strength isn't too good. Her strength isn't as good as I'd want it to be, but
Honest,
Her,
it's okay.
like
her
better
lowest
than
stat is a 12. I'll take it.
Oh
My
yeah.
God.
Jesus.
It was a
Well,
was a
actually-
10 before I leveled up.
Right.
Oh, I don't think I put any points into that. Like on, is it like Chrono, kinda?
No, hang on, let me look at Chrono's sheet. It's a good fucking question. I don't have your stats memorized.
Do you want me to give you just what the base ones are for Eddie?
Not quite as good, no.
Mine is going down from strength, 12, 16, 18, 16, 12, 18.
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Mine's
No.
10, 16, 12, 7, 14, 8, 11.
Whoa!
Yeah, I have 2 minus stats.
Mine is 12, 18, 14, 10, 10, 14.
12, 18, 15, 14, 15, 16.
Wow.
I think
I
we got
have-
the combination, guys.
Yeah. I have 15, 10, 15, 18, 7, and 9.
Oh.
It's a good. We love
You
consistency.
re-
Wonder had
the
4
thing
Yes,
is-
I did
intelligence.
thing is-
re-roll like 17 times to get
Yeah,
worse stats.
because
Don't
the
worry
first
about it.
rules were the first rules were too good.
Yes.
Didn't like
I don't
that.
like having really good stats. I like having a mix. I like being really bad at something.
Wonder is just standing around wondering why everybody is saying numbers. But yeah, so
Eureka.
to clarify, you guys are bringing Elizabeth, Annabelle, Angus. Are you going to bring Harmony with you, or are you going to leave Harmony at the camp?
Hey Ma,
Yeah?
you wanna come?
Pause to think about it. Somebody should probably stay here to look after Alistair.
Yeah, I figured.
So Harmony is staying behind. Idamaru will be going with you. Wonderful will be going with you.
Cat?
Trying to think.
Why is it her them? They it, he, it her them?
We're working on
Still
it.
Your
figuring
guess is
that
as
out.
good as mine.
Wonderful. You only refer to them in the third person. Why is Wonderful's name Wonderful?
Well,
Chrono is smirking quietly. Oh, this will be fun to hear her explain.
Well, no, it was when I first turned them on. That's a bad way to phrase it. When they first
Activated
came,
him.
yeah, activated.
Like yeast.
It was so cute, and so I said, "Oh, you are wonderful." And then they were like, "Is that my name?" And I said, "Yes."
It's
That is the whole story.
okay. All
And
right.
now they go by Wonder, I guess.
I mean, I guess if we all came out talking, my name would be frickin' Juju, so that's fine.
Yeah. I've never built a robot before, so
Yes,
I don't know
aware.
what the rules are.
I am aware that this is your first abomination. Of
I don't think
nature.
that's true.
I am right here, you know. Like,
Hey, it is not an insult to be called an abomination. I've called many better people abominations.
I am not sure why everyone is so bewildered by Wonderful.
Well, not a
I'm
lot
sorry,
of
can you create something out of nothing?
No, but well,
Exactly.
creatures like them aren't exactly uncommon where I'm from.
Yeah.
I
Not
mean,
everyone's
You still haven't
from
told me
where
where
we're
you're
from.
from.
Storm.
Wonderful's like, I don't know how to. I guess it works for a robot. More functionality in Wonderful's head that you didn't know it had. Wonderful's ears perk up at the mention of
Oh.
other things like Wonderful.
yeah.
Uh,
I used to hear stories about him.
my wife would know this. Did
My
the railroad
wife.
help people get off Nimbus? To the
Yeah.
surface? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be a fair amount of them running about here too.
I
Y'all,
mean,
y'all still haven't said
you-
where you're from.
you say
Nimbus.
that, but I've been down here my whole life, and I've only ever seen one, maybe two other rowboats.
Rowboats?
Never seen
Um,
other rowboats. Wait,
What's
you've
a
seen a boat?
rowboat?
You've seen a boat?
that-
We had someone tell us about a boat the other week, and I don't know what the fuck a boat is.
You
Is-
don't know
It's a
what
vehicle
boat is?
used to
Okay.
propel you over the surface of a body of water.
You just walk in the water.
No, we'll sink to the
No,
bottom
you,
and drown.
you don't want to sink.
There's water
swim.
deep enough you can drown in?
Yes. Do I know what oceans are?
Do I know
Yeah.
what ocean-
Okay.
Yes, you're
Don't look
familiar.
at me
You've probably never actually seen an ocean yourself, but you're familiar. You're like conceptually familiar with them.
I mean,
And
there
you've
are
seen-
bodies of water large enough to separate entire continents, large bodies of water, whole countries from one another, kilometers deep.
Even really quickly, even disregarding have you seen the ocean? There is a giant lake, the Great
Yeah.
Brinewater Lake, right next to Brinewater. You have all seen that. You are reasonably confident someone could drown in that.
salty is it? Is it not like Dead Sea salty?
Basically.
Okay. You
Yum.
can't really drown in the Dead Sea unless you
Okay,
float
here's the
face
thing though.
down, which is stupid.
Zion
I mean, you
County
can drown
is
in like a puddle. If you think
Okay,
about
question.
Yeah.
God, I
Zion
love Die Hard.
County is like Great Plains arid, right? So
Yeah.
there's
Utah.
occasional when it rains buckets, right?
Yeah.
So there would be sinkhole puddles.
Oh,
Yeah, stuff like that happens sometimes too.
like in the funny post.
Yeah, well, because what will happen is because the ground can't really take in all of the water, it's just because of erosion, has these little big holes that then fill up with water. And they look just like puddles, but if you step in them, you are submerged up to your neck.
Goodbye.
If you're lucky.
Surprise bath.
Surprise, like the
Nice.
opposite of a bath, really, because it's
Yeah.
mostly mud.
Wonderful is
Bathroom.
going to spend the next week terrified of sinkhole puddles.
Oh, it's like when you were a kid and you were terrified of quicksand,
Yeah.
even
Like
though it
quicksand
really
makes
never
it
comes
fun.
up.
Mm.
That's the one thing in my adult life I almost wish I had to do.
So
Yeah.
we're going to not Nimbus, but the other Cloud City?
One of the other ones, yes, Idamaru pipes up. There are a few out and around, but New Capen is the only other one that's nearby.
So what? There's more than two.
Yeah.
I don't know accent that time.
A little Scottish there.
There's more than two.
There's more than two out there. That was bad.
Sally
more-
turned Scottish when she's
That was
flabbergasted.
not Scottish. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Don't ask.
That was Scottish. It's just Gargan McGargoyle from frickin' Muppets.
Local Liverpool residents.
There's more than two?
Ah,
That Liverpool joke is funny, perhaps to Amber, and that's it.
so we're going up.
Yes, to one of the other cloud top cities that exist. New Capen is the only other one that's nearby, but there are others out there in the world.
Wow.
Eddie immediately looks extremely uncomfortable and just kind of begins petting Tex, almost like a therapy cat.
History is a long affair.
World's a lot bigger than you get to see from.
Ugh.
It's the ground that I like to stay on.
New Capen is nice. You'll like it. There's like strippers.
Oh?
What?
Oh, wait. Then I'd have to go. No, I hate brothels. Cat knows. I don't go into brothels. I don't deal with brothels. I don't deal with any kind of women of the night.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're lying, but I'm going to choose not to question that because I don't care.
But she's telling the truth.
This is Idamaru talking.
Oh, I can't tell the difference between you and Idamaru.
It's basically the same voice. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be heading up there in 3 days. Make whatever preparations you want. Mr. Storm, you might want to have a chat with the banker and see if you can get some amount of that loan fronted to you so that you can make any payments that might be required as needed at the meeting. I'm not entirely clear on what specifically he's going to want of you. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Okay. I mean,
Oh, okay.
that was the intention behind the loan.
Yes. Just you might want to pick that up before you leave is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, feel free to get your preparations ready. I will see about getting us some horses. We'll set off. The quickest way to New Capenna is to pop by Old Young Reservoir down here. We're going to cut through the mountains, follow the river. We should be there by the morning we need to be in New Capenna. So
Can
take your
you-
time.
Could you find me another horse with teeth?
Noted.
thing.
I will look for another horse with teeth.
If you happen to
Do
find
you,
another.
I'm sorry. Hang on. Wait a minute. I feel the need. This is Itamaru. Is like he turned around. He turned back around. I feel the need to clarify. Most horses have teeth.
Yeah, I realized that. I've said this before. Sharp teeth.
Sharp
I
teeth.
want
I
a
can do that.
carnivorous horse.
Most horses have teeth. You need to
I
understand.
know. We went through this before. I said
I
a horse
know.
with teeth, and then
You haven't
all
learned your
horses
lesson.
have teeth.
Yeah.
I figure specifying with teeth implies that there's more going on with just the teeth, but
I'll get everybody else some toothless horses. I guess.
Where did
Ah.
you get this Velociraptor horse the first time?
it
Oh,
kicked a
on the
man
road,
to death
it-
in the
Yeah.
desert.
But the horse was actually a guy. And
We
that
just
guy's
kind of
over there.
found him.
Yeah,
Turns out-
that horse was actually a guy. He's over there. That's Kyle.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
You
Turned
see?
out-
Hang on. I have a picture of Kyle. One moment.
Turned out he was our.
Sorry. So you were out in the desert, found a horse with dinosaur teeth, decided, yeah, I'll keep this, but it
Uh-huh.
turned out to actually be a human man.
We knew he was human when we found him.
Yes, he kind of
And you
asked us
still-
to help him.
You still
he-
treated him like a horse?
No,
Well-
No.
we brought him back here and turned him back into a What were we supposed to do? He can't exactly sit up when he's not bipedal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's actually that reminds me.
Is Kyle still in?
Oh yeah, he's still there.
No,
Y'all
is
haven't
he,
kicked him out, so he's just eating your free food.
Is
He's
he?
just
Is
hanging
he
out.
in? Ket's tent still? Or did we get him another tent?
He kicked
Set up
Awful out of
another tent.
Awful's tent and has been using that.
There you go.
There's a man in your
So far, he's the only one that's won a fist
Um,
fight against Awful.
This is
I
acceptable.
accept the challenge.
Yeah. It occurs to me that Ket has not mentioned meeting the book protagonist, book character.
Oh yeah.
to the party yet. So yeah, I met the somebody who knows that one guy that Kyle kicked to death the other day.
Oh,
Cause any trouble?
Apparently he was a no. Apparently the guy was a dick anyways. So it's a net win.
Eddie will look at
We-
the camera and just go, I don't know what's happening.
We don't have to feel bad about stealing from him.
I mean,
Hey,
if
Cat.
he's dead, you don't need it.
you do know what we do for a living, right?
Yeah. But you know, I didn't feel bad for it before either because he was dead.
Okay. Well, I suppose that's one way.
Not really stealing if the person is dead already.
No, it's looting, which is
Yeah.
arguably
Which is fine.
worse.
I mean, it could also be
Morally neutral.
pre-grave robbing.
Pre-grave Robin.
There's
Now
a
you're
term
talking.
for that. It is called looting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's your
And it depends on what faction they're from and if you use reputation or not. You loot anyway.
No, the act of taking possessions from a corpse is called looting.
Chrono looks very
Noise?
amused by this whole argument.
I mean, if he's a bad person anyway, then it's just, goods requisitioning. It's like,
We don't know. We didn't know that.
yeah,
All we
but
saw
why?
was a man getting kicked to death.
He bought me. He's a bad person. That's
Well,
Kyle.
Human trafficking, then.
My
Yeah.
point
Exactly.
is we didn't know that until after we had looted his corpse.
Yeah, but like pre
As his murderer, I approve of your looting.
Yeah. Are we
Uh,
taking it like
yes.
a sky ship?
What?
Ken just says like in the middle of this conversation.
Itamaru pipes up. Yes. As a I don't know if skyship is the term they would use, but essentially yes.
I mean, it's like a boat, but in
Hell
sky.
balloon.
I ain't never been
Balloon?
on a wind wagon before.
Are we taking a
A
balloon?
wind wagon.
A wind
I
wagon.
have never been on a horseless carriage before.
Yes,
Wow,
we'll be
I've
taking
never-
that.
Oh my
I've never
God,
been
please
on a
call them-
BMW i7 before. Wow.
Please call them cloud carriages.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
I really like wind wagon.
Eddie is gonna turn to Ket and say, "Ket, do they know your real name?
Aerotrains.
Your birth
So-
name?"
Oh. I don't think it's
That's
I'm
up to you,
asking that-
Poppy.
I'm asking this in front of everybody, so that if they don't, then they are haunted forever by the hauntingness that they do not know.
Chrono is
Sure.
just going to
that.
sip
Love that
his
for me.
his coffee. If she doesn't
Thanks.
want to tell, we don't ask those things here.
I'm asking her if she has told you.
I haven't.
Okay.
Um,
If you could refrain from telling them my actual name, that would be appreciated as well.
Can do.
Thank you.
Handshake.
Handshake into the half sibling hug with the pat on
Yeah.
the back as well. Pat.
Pat, pat.
I like how we have like 3 people whose names we don't know, quote unquote,
It's
And-
a mystery.
and for all of them, they just sound like actual names. And then there's Storm. That's his real name.
And that one is his actual name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who were the 3 we don't know then? We've got ketamine, obviously. We've got,
You've got Ket. Ket. Spoiler alert: Ket was not Kat's birth name.
As we have discovered.
It's so much cooler. I love it.
Based on that conversation, you can infer Eddie is not Eddie's birth name.
Yeah.
And
There was the cutaway with Itamaru
Yeah.
talking to Chrono.
I
That
was gonna
we
s-
know
I
that
forgot
that's
about
not
that, yeah.
Chrono's actual name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ted also doesn't have a surname, but that's my fault.
Hey, no surname gang.
I still haven't given her one. Don't worry about it.
take your time. Don't worry. It's all good. It hasn't come up yet. It'll come up eventually. Worst case scenario, I'll just yell at you whenever it's going to come up, and you'll come up with it then.
Yep.
What's their name? Tell me their name.
Life or death. You need
What's
a
in the
surname.
box? All right.
Martha.
So yeah, are there any last minute preparations any of you guys want to do before you go to New Capenna?
Oh, where's my to-do list?
Was I supposed to meet up with that magic seller in Brinewater before we? Don't think I can make it to Brinewater and back in the time.
I don't think so. Not if I remember correctly. You would be able to. It would be essentially 2 of your 3 days would be 1 day going to Brinewater and doing shit, and the second day coming back.
I don't think I need anything. I just know I had asked him for an object, and I know what it is.
Neither do I.
Fuck, I'll have to go back in the recordings. I know Storm was gonna hand me the money
Yep.
to spot me, so I will go back in the recordings. And...
Yeah, we'll worst case scenario, we'll handle that at the beginning of next session.
May during the downtime, just during some time before we leave, for old time's sake, Eddie is going to try and pickpocket Ket when she's not paying attention.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, real Fern behavior.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Make
sleight of
sure
hand
he's-
check from Eddie, perception check from Cat.
I'm so good at perception.
Eyes wide open.
That is an 18 on a sleight of hand.
Oh yeah.
That's a
That's
nat
a
20 from Cat,
nat
which is also an 18.
Fuck.
Hey.
Perfectly balanced.
Is it against Dex then, or because she got a nat 20?
It's a nat 20, so it's a success.
All right.
So-
I like to imagine some gay shit's about ready to happen.
Yeah, feel free to describe whatever's about to happen.
I'm walking past. We're being casual in the camp, and she walks past, gives her old friend a smile, and she very obviously feels Eddie's hand in her pocket as she moves past.
Yeah. I don't even like she's not even mad. Cat just smiles and like smacks the hand away. Fuck you.
Like you're reaching for seconds at Christmas. It's just like the smack on the top of the
Yeah.
Mm.
Aw.
Eddie keeps the smile like nothing ever happened and just keeps walking.
Yes. I'm absolutely Cat is gonna try to steal back
I was
Oh,
gonna
hell
say
yeah.
you're-
at some
I was gonna
point.
say you're free to reciprocate.
Yeah.
So it's a perception for me.
I'm not as good at this.
That's okay. I didn't roll well.
That's a nat one.
Oh.
I got
The
a
duality of man.
The same thing happens in reverse, essentially.
Eddie will
Incredible.
do the exact same of just she'll put her hand in and she'll just very slowly take it out of her pocket, like not even smack her hand, just oh, what are you doing? Oh, that's nice.
If you wanted to hold my hand, you could just say so.
Oh my god, you want to share mittens? Oh.
Ah.
This then happens for the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
Which one of the rest of the group looks the most like they have the most valuables? Obviously not the guy in debt. Or does he?
Who? Are you talking about me?
Storm.
Yeah, who?
Well,
I mean,
debt
all
is not the right word. I took out a loan I know I can pay back.
Why'd you take out a loan?
because
Because
we
I
don't.
needed a lot of money at once,
Ah,
and I can pay back I earn
Investment.
enough money to be able to pay this stuff back. It's just I needed a lot of money quickly to
Think of
make
it like a
large
line of credit.
purchase.
Think of it like a line of
Yeah.
credit.
okay.
Storm's
Like-
refrigerator exploded, and he needed to take out a line of credit to buy a new one.
Do you look wealthy? Do you look higher
So-
up? or is it
Honestly,
fancier
Chrono
dress?
probably
Here's the
looks
thing.
the richest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the way Storm looks.
Fancy boy.
He looks like he's got money, but it's honestly clear that he doesn't have a lot on him. Everything he has on him is stuff that is just for fighting. You know, his gun, his fucking knife, which is just a decent quality but not super special knife.
He has a really
Um,
nice, expensive jacket, but you can see the stitching where there's a tear or something, or
Oh yeah,
missing
and
button, or...
Uh,
you get the feeling it has sentimental value.
I do hate to bring it up. You did buy a really, really fancy knife the other day,
Yeah,
so you do have that. But
you have that,
Oh.
but I am essentially keeping that in my hand.
That doesn't mean he can't be pickpocketed.
Jesus,
It just means it's
mean
hard mode.
anything to Eddie. but Chrono looks probably.
Chrono looks
outside
like he's got the most. Chrono is the closest to looking like he's flaunting his wealth.
Yeah, he has this fairly nice looking clothing that he keeps very well maintained. It doesn't even seem like it has dust on it most of the time. Probably because he prestidigitations it off of him.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy
There's that silver pocket watch that he's he keeps on him. That like you can very obviously see the chain of. But he keeps his tent shut, but I'll be honest, there's
Itamaru.
probably not too much in there.
Itamaru also looks reasonably wealthy, comparable to Chrono, minus the dangling chain.
Oh, but you said Chrono doesn't have a lot of like stuff on him in general, right? Like he doesn't have anything in the way of weapons or anything.
No.
Okay. Now I want to rob the anime boy.
We
Yeah, I
both
mean, you
kind
can
of look
try and
like
ro-
anime boys.
You can
Yeah.
try and rob the anime boy.
You can certainly try, said
Get
the
'em.
DM.
Yeah, I don't know.
People died
I don't know
last
that that's a
time.
good idea.
Why?
By
What happened?
by anime boy, do you mean Chrono or do you mean Itamaru?
Itamaru.
So many of you
Oh.
look like anime people. It's
Okay, Itamaru, no, you can steal from him. I mean, he'll.
He doesn't have a
Probably
tent
knows it.
though.
Hey,
He doesn't have a tent, but he's like walking around camp.
Okay,
Eddie-
over the table, I kind of want you to try to steal from Chrono.
okay. You just want us to have that contest? I was gonna say Eddie would steal from Itamaru despite the threats, just because she knows Harmony will defend her if anything happens.
I mean, you can.
She will. Eddie will go after Krona though. She's gonna go after that fancy watch.
I-
Are you sure?
I mainly want
Somebody
this
died
for the
doing
story.
that last
Do it.
session.
Do it.
For Chrono's fancy watch?
Yeah,
Go
Do
ahead.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
feel free to try.
You'll get
will-
defended by at least 2 people.
That is a 19 sleight of hand.
Oh, I have to roll
Oh, boy.
perception.
Perception, yeah.
Okay, I'm actually okay with Chrono probably failing this. Before I roll it, I have one with like 1 + 1 to this.
Yeah.
No more. So
Yeah, go crazy.
I have a +10.
I'm kind of looking forward to him losing this.
Yeah.
Roll it.
12.
That's a 12.
Yep.
You know this.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, what Eddie, you rolled like a 19?
Hold on, 19.
All right, so you sneak up behind Chrono. Chrono's not really paying attention. You tuck your hand in and kind of hook your finger around the chain and give it a yank and gently pull the pocket watch out. It's a very nice pocket watch. And you yank on the chain, and Chrono, you feel the chain that is connected to your belly button get yanked in a direction.
Oh.
He is going to turn around with eyes of fury and grab her wrist with a very tense hand. Hold on, I have a spell.
Oh god, don't fucking...
Just
Hang on, we're having a
turns,
spell off.
turns Eddie into paste. Please don't.
No, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
That's
Ah.
fair. That's
That
fair.
is a wisdom save. What's the save DC for you, Chrono?
It says it's 15. That doesn't seem right. I guess it's 11 plus your spellcasting modifier, right?
You gotta remember we are only level
Plus
6 as well.
proficiency.
Plus proficiency.
Well, no, it's 8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, okay, I guess it's 15 then.
So it's 15 at this level. So that's a wisdom save, Eddie.
There's a 13 for Eddie's wisdom save.
Eddie is under the effects of hold person,
So Eddie is stuck.
basically.
Is that physically? And they
Get paralyzed for the duration.
I'm going to flavor this
Oh, tasty.
with the DM's permission if this is okay.
Fuck me up.
Chrono has basically stopped them in time. Or stopped time around them, so like everything kind of goes a bit dim. They're the only... She can't move, but Chrono seems to be moving freely. and his one, you can see his tattoos ticking along with the big like kind of clockwork tick noise in the back, just seeming to emanate from everywhere. And his eyes are kind of glowing with a golden kind of clock tick to them as well, clock face. He just is gonna growl, "You'd be best to keep your hands to yourself." And take it back, put it in his like snatch it back, and next thing you know, he's back in his position like nothing happened, and you can move again.
Eddie's gonna take a second of never being frozen before, but kind of she's gonna look around, see if everything else seemed to have been frozen, and then look at him, and then sit beside him like nothing happened. And just lean over, staring forward, not looking at him, just lean over and go, "That's the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life."
Chrono is not going to react to this. I imagine he's like looking over like documents, paperwork, more or less.
Yeah.
The other thing you'll notice is that his tattoo is in a different, frozen in a different position than from when before you touched him.
Can I lean over to Angus?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, I know Chrono, right? Storm knows Chrono pretty well.
Yes,
I
and
can
you
tell
know
when
about the
he's-
pocket watch.
Yeah, I sort of lean over to Angus and go, "Angus,
Yeah.
keep an eye on our guests. Make sure they don't, like, get themselves killed."
I'm well ahead of you.
Good man. Good man.
Like, did that hurt? I didn't mean to hurt you. I was gonna take it and then show it to Ket. You know, make sure competition, make sure she knows that I still got what I had. I'm so sorry. Do you start leaking if that pulls out? Is that like a plug?
He kind of thinks for a moment, sets down his pen? Question mark? I guess pens are period accurate.
Sure.
He looks kind of amused now, nowhere near the fucking terrifying face he gave you a second ago. You know, if you're trying to flirt, there's much better ways to do it.
If you're assuming that I'm flirting, then you need 1, a reality check, 2, better just vocal awareness. I'm concerned that I was gonna pull out your intestines. That was attached, wasn't it? It wasn't just like some money belt. Like, I felt a fleshy tug. That was what I was, right?
Yeah.
I hate that I said that out loud.
Don't know. Is going to. Alright. You leave my umbilical cord alone. Chrono is going to pull out. I'm gonna kill all of you. A silver amulet that seems magical, and toss it to Eddie. If you want to impress her, try showing her that. Tell her you lifted it off of. It's magical. She needs to attune to it anyway.
That's cheating. You still haven't answered. Would you have died?
He walks away. He's not answering.
No way.
He's not gonna answer any personal questions, you know.
for like the next 10 minutes, people just watch Eddie following Chrono around the camp, asking him questions, and even if he's not answering, just
He'll answer some of them. He's just not going to
So
answer anything about
so
the watch.
concerned.
Would you have started leaking?
Man, pace is going well nowadays.
Oh god.
Oh my god. I'm sure at one point Eddie will turn a corner and bump into the Minotaur man. I know someone
Hi.
said they wanted Eddie to meet the Minotaur man. Hey, whoa. Howdy.
Big
You-
man.
Jesus.
Chrono is going to take this opportunity to slip into Storm's tent. Help.
You. How tall is this guy?
Very. Oh,
I don't remember if we came up with a specific number, but he's fucking huge.
you know Gamagori from Kill la Kill? The guy whose design notes his height as taller than you?
Whose height is entirely inconsistent and
Big.
perspectively shifting, to where he is always appears as the biggest person in the room, regardless of perspective.
But, oh. You are a sight. You can open any jar you want. God.
Also, a
I
note
can.
about Angus before I forget, he has a bunch of, like, Aboriginal kind of inspired tattoos on him. Markings. Like, some of them are carved into his horns.
Shit. Can I? Sorry. Is this the same thing with poor animal that I asked? Is this a personal question? And you don't want me to? Can I feel like? Does your horn feel different than like a bone thing? Or does it feel like different than tiefling horns?
He squats down.
Oh. She's gonna like stroke it at first, and then like actually start tracing the carvings, seeing how it feels. I'd assume it feels different because it's two different kinds of horns, right? Like one's
Yeah.
like a cartilage horn versus an actual bone horn.
Yeah.
That's. Can you like headbutt shit? Like, can you break shit with your head?
Yes.
My God.
Do you want to see it?
Yes.
He motions for you to follow and takes you to an array of empty barrels and just starts smashing them over his head.
she will cheer like it is like a football game, like she's like screaming, like yeah, that one over there, get it, yes. It's like,
I want to point out that that he is also our rodeo clown.
like
Oh yeah, their group doesn't have party rolls, so
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I introduced a homebrew. So essentially, they all have like a kind of weird free feat. I designed a whole bunch of homebrew ones. His is called Rodeo Clown.
that's so cool.
I'm planning on introducing the system once your new character and the other new character that's coming through join. Once the more permanent party dynamic sets
Yeah.
in.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, Eddie's had her fun. She'll relax now. Unless anybody wants to talk to Eddie about what happened with the pocket watch.
He did toss you that amulet of scrying still, so you do have, or anti-scrying. Sorry.
She's keeping it. She hasn't shown anybody yet.
Okay. just making sure you have it to note somewhere.
That is. Oh yeah, I got it. So
Amulet
it's
of
amulet
scrying.
anti-scrying.
It's, It's an let me see if I can find the specific name.
It's
I just
easiest to
bought one
refer
of
to.
those in another D&D game.
It protects the wearer from scrying spells within or various similar effects within like a few meter radius, I think.
If you want to write down the actual name, it's called an Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Mouthful.
Yeah, but anti-scrying. It's a point across.
Yeah.
The
No,
old,
that is
you don't get to
that is-
look at
that
me.
is Eddie's
Amulet.
recreation time.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do before setting off for New Capenna?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you after I look at the recording that.
Sure, right. Yes, for your thing. Actually, really quickly, Ket, if you want to spend a bit of your time, you made those thumbs.
Oh yeah.
Are you just gonna
never- you
send
never-
them with Chrono, or?
You can.
Good. Well,
You can also could
yeah.
just
Where was Krark?
He's in
Hold
he's
on.
in
He's in
Brine
my-
Water.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I can just. I'll take him to Krark.
Cool.
something.
Yeah, it's a day's journey to go to Brine Water. Do you bring Wonder with you?
Yeah.
Cool. Wonder is
I will also invite Eddie if Eddie wants to come.
Eddie follows you regardless. As soon as she sees that you're leaving the camp, she just follows like a dog.
It's like, oh god, the one familiar face.
Mm. It's like when it's like you're in a party for a friend and then you just know no one else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Been
Oh,
there.
Yes.
Uh,
So,
yeah, okay. You guys both. It's a day's journey.
Errand.
It's a safe journey. To get to Brine Water, you don't like get accosted by bandits or anything on the road. You're fucking level 7. Everyone's scared shitless of you and your robot.
Hello there.
You guys arrive in Brine Water. You were just here the other day. Eddie, so this is familiar, but you haven't been to this part of Brine Water. This is not even the market district. This is, despite not necessarily growing up advantaged, you didn't really spend much time in the Brine Water slums. Now you're deep in the slums. This is like you're in crack den neighborhoods, walking
Well,
around.
You can still get recognized in the slums. That's part of the issue.
Yeah. But you're out here in the slums and you arrive at, I don't remember what the fuck I called Krark's shop. I don't remember, but you arrive. Yeah, go ahead. See if you have it written down. I probably do somewhere, but I don't remember where.
Would Eddie
Thumbless Bruise.
Thumbless Bruce.
Thumbless Bruise with a Z.
Yes. Thumbless Bruise, right.
Would Eddie's mother's place of business be in Brine Water, or would that be somewhere else?
It's on the outskirts of Brine Water.
Okay. That was just a question.
So
for
it's
my
like-
knowledge.
Just outside of town.
Okay.
Uh,
The Thumbless Bruise.
yeah, you approach Thumbless Bruise. This looks like a crack house. Sign messily written. You kind of knock on the door. 1 moment. Thump, thump, thump. Footsteps walking up, opening the door. I'm gonna have to post a fucking picture of Krark here again because the real life group has not been to Brine Water. Yeah, they haven't been to Brine Water yet, so they don't know what. They haven't had a chance to meet these guys.
Thumbless Bruce. The bee is gone. I'm dyslexic. I didn't even notice the bee was gone until you told me the bee, and I'm like, no, the bee is right in Bruise right there. I'm so confused.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry. I
That's
did that
fair.
too.
Oh god, do
My
I
name
not have
is
the high resolution
Thumbless
version of
without
this?
the bee.
There's a bear with you?
There's a
There's
bee.
a bear with you.
My name's Michael with a B, and I've been terrified of insects my whole. Stop. What? Where's the bee? There's a bee?
You know, did you ever record that, by the way?
No, I forgot you wanted recording that. I'll do that tonight.
You know what I just realized?
Mm.
The bee looks like a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's missing from Thumbless,
Yeah.
Here
Oh,
we
yeah.
go. This, you guys, Ket, you've met this fella before.
Mhm.
You see this individual looks out of
So
character,
many
like a
teeth.
weird goblin. In character, neither of you have ever seen a goblin before.
Oh my god,
he's-
I love Labyrinth.
He's got kind of like a bunch of weird metal stuff sticking off of his arms, and he has a thumb hanging off a necklace around his neck, a severed thumb that looks like it was removed in an explosion. Opens the door. Oh, I remember you. Yeah, you're the you're the one who wanted the thing looked at. Yeah,
Yeah.
can I help you?
I got your thumbs.
you got my. Oh my God, you made those?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Come on in, bring your friends. You guys both.
This wouldn't be the person that the blacksmith asked me to bring a thumb to, is it? Or is that something entirely different?
There's another
is.
person who wants thumbs? Oh.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
actually the
I thought
person.
it might be too.
This is actually the person that
Oh my god.
the blacksmith was talking about. The blacksmith specifically, your girlfriend, the blacksmith specifically said that she wanted it dropped off to her friend Krark in Brinewater.
Yeah, thumb connection.
Yeah.
Would she have already done this within the 2 weeks between my timeline and this future?
Oh, she
timeline?
made it for you and gave it for you to bring because you were going to Brinewater.
Oh my God, she'll just have. the
So you've got like
realization-
you've got a prosthetic thumb.
We have extra thumbs.
You have yeah.
I mean, he probably needs it.
Yes,
yes, come on in,
come on
No, he like subscribed. He subscribed.
Yeah,
to
I have a
me
thumb
making him
subscription.
thumbs.
Yes, this is
Wait,
great.
You're Kronk?
Krark, yes,
Krark.
hi, pleasure to meet you. Hi,
I did that-
he
I
offers
did
you a
that last-
handshake. There is no thumb. It's awkward.
I did that last weekend as well, didn't I?
You did.
You're Christ. She'll shake his hand. I have a delivery for you.
Oh, you do? From who?
This is
Who sent you? Are you a Jehovah's Witness?
How dare you, motherfucker?
I legally have to ask.
Ew. No.
I'm sorry. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, I'm legally allowed to murder you.
I'd murder myself. God damn.
Fair enough. I'm glad we're on the same page. Who do you have a delivery from?
She'll take it out and show him. I was about to call her Delilah again.
Delane.
Delilah.
Watch-
I know her name, I promise. I just read this Delilah every time. I know my
Watching too much
girlfriend's
Critical
name.
You
Role.
don't
have
even
we?
know your own girlfriend's name.
I do, I promise.
Not
It's from,
Briarwoods.
Delilah.
Delane. Oh, Delane made this? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, let me see that.
Wait, you
He's
also
like-
have a thumb to deliver?
This is so weird, isn't it? I was gonna come
I go through a lot of thumbs.
I was gonna come here after visiting home for a bit, and then your mom showed up, and I just, I thought she's obviously more important. No offense, sir.
No, that's fine.
Her business is up higher on my list, but this is so convenient.
Wow.
I can remove thumb from my thumb with a question mark from my inventory.
Oh, this is beautiful craftsmanship. Oh, Delane, what a dear. Oh, thank you very much. What was your name?
Eddie.
Eddie, thank you very kindly, Eddie. You're very nice. You see he takes that prosthetic thumb and jams it into the thumb hole of his right hand and kind of
Thumb hole?
the gap where the thumb used to be.
Okay, okay.
The thumb stump.
The thumb.
Jams it in there. There's a very upsetting cracking noise as it goes in. Kind
I
of
believe it's called a thumpkin.
a thumbkin, yes. And moves it around, and it has full mobility and functionality. Now you, Miss Cat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you also made these?
yeah.
Yeah.
Here you
Let me
go.
see. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, you made two of. Oh, delightful. Ooh. Ooh.
There you go. You now
Now I
you
have
got
a
an
s-
extra.
I have a spare. I've never had a spare before.
Spare thumb.
I don't know what to do with this information. This is incredible. This is a joyous day. This one,
Enjoy.
yours kind of adapts to the weird mechanical stuff going on his arm. Kind of connects that way weirdly, and also full range of motion, full range of movement. You have given Krark thumbs. He is so much more dangerous now. Thank you
Wow.
very much. Is there anything? Please come in. I'll make you dinner as thanks.
Well.
We have somewhere else to be, but it's a
No, when
pleasure
did you get
doing
here?
Business.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I thought it was just those two.
Chrono jump scare. I guess Chrono was also coming to Brinewater, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I said we were going with you. Were going with Chrono, right? And you said yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought Crony just
I also forgot.
Wasn't that- and then like
Strange
spawned
man in my
in
house.
like reposing for 4 frames and then like
Blue hair and pronouns. Wait, I remember you. Yeah,
His eyebrow
you.
twitches, but he just smiles.
Yes, you were the one who wanted to. You were the one who wanted the thing. Your friend here was with you.
He's the one quirked up with the sauce.
Yeah.
Wait, what thing? You got a thing?
They wanted they had a vial of something. I don't remember what it was anymore. They wanted me to figure out what it was. They wanted me to do what's the word in your language? Chemistry?
It was blood, I think.
Right.
Welcome.
The people juice, as I have noted in my.
Brock, what is your craft here? What do you do? I've provided you with a thumb. Provide me with business.
I'll be right back. Goes into a back room. You hear loud booming and crashing, at least one explosion. Comes back with a bag of some blue powder, hands it to you. Have fun.
Oh,
Man, I wanted to see what you do. Peruse your. This is
This is what I do.
What is it?
Try some.
Okay. Well, question one:
Like,
is it
eat it?
snortable or is it edible?
Yes.
Which one of the perfect? Eddie will not even question. Dip her pinky in and put it on her gums.
Chrono looks very tired.
Is it drugs?
It's meth.
What?
Oh, good. Good.
He's winter
Yeah.
reading.
Absolutely, Kat is
have
gonna do the exact same thing. As soon as she sees Eddie do it and nothing immediately like devastating occurs.
It's like it's blue raspberry. Like,
Yes. You noticed the flavor.
And then and then when you swallow it, it's not. It's
Yeah.
there's like an iron taste. It's
Yeah.
delightful. Or that might be blood in my mouth. I can't tell.
Little column B.
Chrono like scruffs the both of them like by the back of the collar. All right, you two. I think we're
Wonderful.
done here.
Wonder has also already sampled a bit.
Grabs Eddie by the braid like a leash.
Salty.
Huh.
Can you taste? Wonder, do you have?
Wait. Yeah. Wait. This is new.
Oh yeah, I guess this is the first time you've seen Wonder eat. No, wait, no,
Well,
it's not. You
we
saw
had
Wonder
we
eat
had
ice cream.
but I don't think we really touched.
You didn't
upon
discuss
whether or
you
not...
didn't discuss whether it tasted like anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder seems to be able to taste now.
Wow.
Okay, this isn't like FCG where they have a human tongue in their mouth, is it?
Ugh, don't remind
Oh,
me.
no.
Human tongue. No.
Not that you.
He's considering it. That's not good.
There's a bunch of stuff going on in Wonder's head that Cat didn't put there, so who knows? But not that you
Yeah.
can see.
Alright, so you can taste.
Yeah.
Can you feel pain?
It hasn't come up yet. Not
Can
since
you-
my body got rebuilt. I did get
Can you-
no, yes, it has come up. I did get
Yeah.
exploded, and that did hurt.
Can you see the lights flashing all around you and hear the sound of crickets? What's in this
Yes.
What is
Sight and
happening?
sound were like the first things that got working.
Kit. Eddie's gonna just start looking at her hands.
Yeah.
Studying them very deeply. Oh my god. Wait. Clark, I have thumbs. Can I give you my thumbs?
I mean, I'll
That's-
accept.
No, you need those.
Do I really? Do I
You
have
do.
to?
Yeah.
And what? For why?
I mean, you don't have to, but for,
I
for-
can have these. And Eddie will cast Arms of Harkin, not entirely of her own conscious.
Wait, Arms of Hadar?
Yeah, Hardar.
Hang on.
Oh no.
Hang on.
It is
Isn't that an AOE?
Yes.
yeah, all creatures within 10 feet. She's proven that she doesn't need thumbs. And she's on meth.
Oh God, right.
Oh no.
Hey Chrono, how's babysitting going?
Can I immediately cast? Hold on, what level spell is this?
It's
I will
being
admit,
cast at second
yes.
level.
There's
don't fuck 'em
three
up.
things here that kind of make it different than regular babysitting, which is one, an adult, two, has magic, and three, is high on meth.
Yeah.
I feel like those are
No,
typical
it's-
differences.
And
Zero
also-
babies.
Yeah,
also
zero babies.
disappear from your view at will.
Chrono is going to immediately cast Counterspell.
Yeah, okay. Arms of Hadar fizzles.
Yes, I was about to say it automatically. Eddie doesn't try very hard to make it go. And just Eddie will automatically be standing there like stuff is happening behind her, like she's getting like the Tokyo Ghoul tentacles, and nothing's happening. She'll be like, right? Like I don't need thumbs.
No, I think you need thumbs.
Good. My
You need
boobs
thumbs.
hurt.
Chrono is going to gently take the bag away from them.
No.
You can have this later.
Crocono, my boots hurt.
I need to. We gotta go.
Bro.
It's too dark in here. And also too bright.
Wonder's eyes are also going very wide.
It's like a camera that can't focus.
Yeah.
This is why we had to spend a whole day in brine water, even though the trip is only like one.
That's part of it.
Because these idiots, like, we had to stay overnight to make sure that they were.
No longer
You
on
don't
meth.
have to. You
Yeah.
could go into the desert with 3 people on meth if you want to.
Wonder
who's the
if
third?
some sort of self-awareness protocol.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Do you want to?
I don't know. I am self-aware, if that's what you're asking.
Do you want to see something? Watch this. And she's just gonna. It's just light. She's just the light cantrip, and she's putting it on Wonder. Just on
Ah.
her. She has a little ball of light on her for an hour. And it can be any color or changing color, so it's just changing color. It's just she has a little strobe light on her chest now. And Eddie's gonna. It looks like she's gonna say something. She went to touch her and probably say something. Casting light, and now she's just stuck looking at the ever-changing light that's on Wonder, or that is Wonder now, I guess.
Yeah.
Wonder's eyes have gone wider.
She's just looking down at herself.
Yes. We're gonna fast forward through the rest of this for the
Yeah,
sake of.
it's just a lot of that for the
Yeah,
next
it's just a lot of
several
that,
hours.
and like a very exhausted Chrono.
Ken is just like bouncing off the walls the entire time.
The
That's
meth head
most of
got
what
home
she's
by
doing.
following the light beacon that was Wonder. Followed her like moths.
I'll keep almost getting lost because she keeps wandering places.
It's gonna be like the meme of all the kids on a leash with the one.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, I'm drawing that now. Goodbye.
Chrono desperately trying to hold them all at once
Anyway, we're
as they all try to
fast-forwarding.
escape.
Yeah. So, other than Chrono picking up the thing that I totally forgot that he definitely needs to pick up,
Yep, same here.
I don't think there's anything else anybody wants to do. You pick up your lone Storm, and you guys return to camp. Following Itamaru's lead, he knows a shortcut. You go to which fucking reservoir is it? Is it Young Old or Old Young? Old Young. You go to Old Young Reservoir,
Boy.
where there is a landing pad for you guys.
Oh, that's not too far from Prospector.
No, it's not that. It's like a day-ish of travel. Give me one moment.
A bunch
And
of
you
us-
see there is a vehicle that you guys are able to hop in and ride. It looks like that.
Whoa.
Holding all of you, it's a snug
It's an
fit.
egg.
Holding all of you, it's a snug fit, but it's a fit. And you are able to kind of whirs to life. It's
Ew.
a strange feeling for those of you that have never been in anything like this.
Just searing egg.
Completely unfazed.
And as I go looking for the ambience I'm looking for,
I want
God damn it,
everyone
I
to
realized
know.
we missed again.
I just want everyone to know. I literally just got sent a meme by someone completely unrelated. Of Ava that just says, "Of course you have blue hair and pronouns." I was like, it's funny you say that, particularly now.
That's Chrono.
Oh my god.
you guys
Oh.
are swept away
Ambience.
to a massive it's up in the sky. You go so high up that you are unable to see the Zion County becomes just a little blip on a massive expanse of land beneath you. And then that expanse of land becomes an island beneath you. And you see the ocean for the first time. Those of you who have never left Zion County before.
Edgar.
More water than you've ever seen before. Probably salt water, if you had to guess, but still. It is a staggering sight to behold. And you eventually pierce the clouds and rise up to New Capenna. Bear with me for a moment while I look for the picture ahead of what the cityscape looks like. Here we go.
Idiot.
It is an enormous sort of 3-layered cityscape. You pass through the underbelly of the city where there are forge workers kind of hammering away. Your copter swoops past a boxing ring. You see a fight happening, a massive crowd of people cheering it on. You go up and you swoop through the middle layer of the city. All the hustle and bustle. There are parties. There are people running around. There are vehicles you've never seen before. People wearing fanciest clothing you've ever seen. And then you go up to the top of the city of New Capenna. And you see the largest buildings you've ever seen before anywhere. Big botanical gardens, huge expanses, the cleanest air you've ever breathed. Sunlight. It's nice. It's peaceful up here. And as you slowly kind of swoop down and come to a landing pad on top of one of these large buildings, you are greeted as you land by a woman. A woman whose portrait I am desperately trying to pull up in a reasonable resolution. Black hair, very fancy dress.
Black hair and pronouns, or just black
Rest
hair?
my black hair and pronouns.
I mean, we report, you decide.
Straight white woman.
Oh my
If I
god,
could
why
please
would
get
it
something
be that?
resembling a high resolution version of this picture, that would be amazing.
No,
Google.
please, I want the lowest res ever.
Help me out here, I'm begging you.
Crunch that
Please.
woman.
Eddie is
Sure,
Eddie is
this works.
normally Eddie is normally super chill and seems very okay with most of her surroundings. At this point, she was just pinned to the wall, hyperventilating. She's now just gripping onto Ket's arm, and essentially wide-eyed. Looks like she's
Yeah.
on the verge of passing out.
Pat pat.
She's not having a good time.
It'll be okay.
There, that woman.
Oh, hello.
Black hair, very fancy dress, big feathery thing on one arm. What looks like armor on some parts of
Oh,
her body.
shit.
So not
It's like Olivia
bl-
Olsen.
not
God.
it's so not black hair and pronouns, but black hair and mildly roaring 20s, potentially racist oil baron.
Mm,
With
sure.
with metallic leggings.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
the,
want
the
that.
Looks
scale,
like he's-
scale armor.
She's dripped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like she's like
Good.
stepped into a pool of bronze.
She
Like just
Yes.
gotten out of like a LARP match or something.
That
You
one
see
Demi
she's-
Paint or
Lovato music.
something.
sitting in a little like fold out chair as you guys pull up, stands up to greet you guys. Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is
Hello.
Elspeth, your friend Itamaru. Pleasure to see you again, by the way. Told me you guys would be coming. You must want to speak with Cross.
Yes, this is why we're here. Thank you for greeting us. I didn't expect such a lovely lady to greet us at the door.
And I didn't expect such a lovely array of people such as yourself. It's a pleasure to see you all. We might need to kind of gestures vaguely at all of your outfits. We might need to do something about this, but that can happen after. Come with me. She leads you into the city, and that's where we're going to end today's session.
Wow.
All
Alright, guys, now for the time honored tradition. Is there anything anyone would like to say before I stop the recording?
Fuck!
Hit.
Did you know?
Did we know what?
I'll let you fill in the
Did it?
gaps.
The missile knows where it is. It knows
Alright.
this because it knows